What's the current wait for renewal of green card from marriage? By renewal, I think you mean the I-751 removal of conditions, going from a 2-year to a 10-year green card. Usually it's between 1 to 2 years. I had one done in 7 months, but I usually say between 1 to 2 years is a safe time frame for that. And just, important thing that comes up in regards to that is I was watching a YouTube video of a colleague who said that while your removal of conditions for I-751 is pending, and you've been married to a U.S. citizen, typically you could file a citizenship case after 3 years of having a green card, not 5 years, as is the normal case for everyone else. However, this attorney was saying that you can't file the citizenship until your I-751 is approved. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. The USCIS office locally in Los Angeles has told me this in written format. I've even filed cases like this successfully completed over the years. If you have a removal of conditions from I-751 case pending, and you hit the 3-year mark of having your green card, or even 2 years and 9 months, and you satisfied the rest of the conditions of citizenship, you 100% can file Form N-400 application for naturalization, also known as citizenship, while the I-751 removal of conditions is pending. Now, they can't approve the citizenship until removal of condition is approved, but usually either the I-751 application is approved and then you get an interview for citizenship, or the citizenship appointment comes, and this happened to me several times, and we go there and say, let's do the I-751 and the citizenship interview on the same day, get them both out of the way. And if the field office has a copy of your file for the I-751, which they probably would, and they have the staffing to do it, I don't know with COVID-19 being understaffed what's going to happen, but in the normal circumstances, we just get the I-751 out of the way, get that approved, and then they walk us over to a new officer and then have them do the same. And then we get it approved. So, there's a lot of different information. One thing I always tell people, when you are consulting with an immigration lawyer, always consult with like at least 2, really at least 5. I would say 5. It takes a lot of patience, maybe some extra money, but you'll talk to 5 people and you will probably get 5 different answers. It's kind of crazy how immigration law is so messed up that 5 lawyers who have experience will give 5 different answers most of the times. And it's because every time they dealt with the case, another attorney and me might have dealt with the same case, but some officers handle it differently. We learn different lessons from that. Or some people have less knowledge or more experience in certain areas. It varies. So it's really important to talk with a lot of different people to get different opinions, to see what you think. Do your research as well. Read stuff online. You got to participate in this because it is your future. It's annoying to have to go and do all that. But that's what we're here for. That's why I have, this video so you ask questions live. That's why I have the ebook, the Ultimate Marriage Green Card ebook at marriageimmigrationlaw.com/ebook. So you can study this stuff and have a source there and have references so you can really see what's going on and you can get the best representation possible because it's all over the place. That attorney that made that mistake knows a ton of stuff, even maybe better than me in certain areas of law. But that one specific area he messed up on, and it was a bad one because people really need that information. So I just wanted to share that with you all. It's just the situation. Same thing, with doctors. I'm not a doctor, but we go to the doctor and whatever that one doctor says, like our family doctor, we believe him. But who knows how much they keep up on studying? Who knows how much they're paying attention? You might go to a different doctor and they'll say something completely different, which happens. You hear all the time when people say, oh, the doctor said I'm going to die in 2 months, and then 10 years later they're alive. These stories happen all the time. So it's unfortunately the same with all businesses, between engineers, lawyers, doctors, plumbers, everybody. It just varies. So you got to do your homework, do your best to try to get the best representation and avoid these kind of mistakes. I kind of got off topic there, but I thought it was very important information to share.